Good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm glad I got up this day. I was going to talk about this a different day, but I forgot about it. So now I'm here doing it today. All good. So I'm talking about today value friendship as much as romance. What does that mean? That can mean a whole lot of things. But for me, it means when you have friends, you want to have and pursue friendship as well as pursue romance. And the purpose of friends is they support you, you talk to them, and they can give you guidance, they'll restore you. They're like, listen, Cameron, don't you remember this one time XYZ, you're telling me about this and you did that? Or don't you remember that one time you helped me go through this situation and see how this situation is similar to this current situation? Or even reining things in. Like, Cameron, you're forgetting yourself. You know what your perspective is on this. Remember that. Or I can do the same for them when they're going through some stressors in life, which we all have, or some new growth, which is great, but sometimes it can be debilitating. And if we don't grow into our new self the way we need to, it can be good for a moment, but without the friends who are there to say, you can keep going. You're growing, but you're growing. However, keep going because it's not everything you said you wanted to be. That's what the friends are for. And the friends are great because they really give you peace of mind that not everything is about the next. Sometimes it's about the here and now or what was in the past. And when there's an appreciation of those elements, the next will always fall into place. When you have the past together, you have the now together, whatever's coming next can't help but be successful or enjoyable, even memorable. And when I say memorable, it might be pretty tough at the time, or it might make you feel super pressured, or like you're under some pressure, or like you might throw up, be sick. But when you go through it, you come out changed, realized on the other side. And that's what friendship it's kind of what friendship means to me. It's not like the whole thing, but that's what I can think of. And romance, romance is that intimate, I was gonna say ooey gooey type of game, or contacts, interactions where you can really open yourself and tell more than your friends would about your vulnerabilities and where you feel like there's some lack mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and you can be you can just let your guard down and say, hey, look, you can see me at a weaker state, quote unquote weaker. Some people consider vulnerability as strength. And I think the reason they do that is because if you're able to be vulnerable, you're able to be true to yourself, true to your intentions, true to the real you. And when the real you is exposed, you, me, or you can't help but be guided on the path that they need to be guided on. When it's the real you and the pressure's on and the lights aren't off, they're on, you know not only where you need to go and what you're going to do, but they also know where you need to go and what you're going to do. And when everybody has that understanding of who's the real you, that's what romance becomes. Because romantic is you're allowing this other person closer into an intimate setting than you normally would. And you two are able to do things together or more than would be like you would do with just a stranger or someone you had just, you don't even know. And so the romantic aspect is that it's fun, it's exciting, it's probably some of the best parts about life. The thrill, seeing someone who's a vessel and then finding out, what do they have inside of them as a value. Kind of like a piece of art or strange fruit, but like good strange fruit, not like some other stuff, some other music stuff that's a weird strange fruit. But when I mean good strange fruit, I mean like, or what I mean about romance is that there's an expected unexpectations. Like what you see is what you get. What you really get with romance more than what you see. And it's up to you, or to me, to be able to influence and add the good things about what is happening inside the romantic relationship. And the reason that's important is because when you have someone who's so close to you, then you're able to really see a lot of the flaws in your thinking or the way you carry yourself, even your speech patterns, and how you ask for things you want or tell people to get you things you want. And honestly, a lot of people live for romance. A lot of guys live for romance. A lot of women live for romance. But what's the point of valuing them the same? Well, sometimes when it comes to romance, you'll do that to the exclusivity of your friends. So when you have some romantic interests or romantic friends, you won't be able to bring them around your friends if you don't value them the same. If you value the romance more, or you feel like friends are not important, when you do have romantic friends, you won't be able to have them interact with your other friends who also know who you are. And that's to your detriment. That's a wrong impulse, because sometimes you just fall. Like you just fall head over heels, is what I mean. And then you'll start doing things or acting differently than you normally should. And so when your friends see you, they'll be like, hold on, Cameron, come on back, or come on back to how we know you are, how you are naturally. Yes, have your romance, have your fun. Do that, definitely, you need that. Don't get so drunk in love that it's I guess you fill in the blank. Yeah. You can think of like 16 different things to say to that. And so that's why you want to have both. You want to be able to have your romantic relationships coincide with your friendships. And that creates a great environment to see your real growth. And some of you guys watching may have like different opinions, or you may just be used to different things. However, when you try to do this and it seems hard, That's probably the growth coming in, because it might not be a normal thing, but it should be. You should be able to have both in life. It's an abundance. You can have friendship and romance and have them together. Remember, it's your life. Why would you not want to? Why would you limit yourself? Don't. You don't want to limit yourself, because you want to have a bigger and grander life. Okay.